Alright guys, so let's set the stage. I was actually on my way to Lake L. I wanted to do some camping, try out my new burner. One of the burners that I did a review on, I wanted to see how it worked out in a actual camping scenario. And I have to admit, it did exactly what I was hoping it would. The food came out great every single time. I did notice that when you use an aluminum saute pan, it makes it so the pan stays on the serrated arms of that burner that much better. So if you get a cheap pan, chances are you're gonna run into issues with it sliding all over the arms of the burner, no matter what ones you get. So I found that, yeah, I'm gonna pack in an aluminum 10-inch saute pan, which is bigger than most, but for me, if I'm in a camping scenario, food is gonna be one of the most important things that I want to take care of, which is why later on this week, I have another video, or 4 or 5. I may do a series on different fire starting techniques for beginners. I am a beginner when it comes to starting a fire without a lighter. So I wanted to show you, I went to Bass Pro and I found 4 different ways to start fires. So I want to go through each of them. If you're interested in learning how to start fires with different fire starting devices, this would be a good series for you to tune into. So that's what I have going on this week, but as of right now, I'm on the way to Lake L. I get everything set up. By the time I get everything set up, it's dark and I need to cook some food. I already got the boat in the water already. I have the tent set up. I have all my gear ready. It's time to cook. And for some reason, the footage was not there when I went to go upload it on the computer. So I wanted to give you kind of like an update before you start the video, and it's just dark and I'm cooking. So you're thinking, what relevance does that have to anything? Well, here is the background to how I got to that point. So stick around, stay tuned. I hope that you enjoy this episode. Let's get into it. For this little burner, it generates quite a bit of heat. If I turn it up high, it goes high. But I don't want it so hot because I need to cook my hash browns. So we got our Hungry Jack hash browns we're gonna put in the saute pan. That's a little bit more than, it's about half. So we're just gonna let them cook. It doesn't say. Okay, so apparently the recipe calls for boiling water and then putting it into a carton, but I didn't realize that. I've never made them, so I put the hash browns in the saute pan first, then added the water, and then I'm gonna add my seasonings right now. Oh, prep. Yeah, they need water. So I'm gonna let them heat up. I'm gonna add my seasoning to it, which is right here. I have some honey hog barbecue that I'm gonna add to that. And we're gonna add some Cavenders. Gotta have Cavenders. All right. I'm gonna let them get a little crispy. And then I'm I'm gonna add my water in about 20 to 30 seconds. But not a lot. And I'm just gonna let them cook. All right, so our hash browns are getting done. We're just gonna let that water evaporate and cook out, and also it will reconstitute the hash browns. So just gonna let them crisp up some more. Now we're gonna add our sausage, and then we're gonna add our eggs. Good stuff. All right, now we're gonna add our eggs. This one. 2, 3. 4 eggs. Right. Stir them up real good. Get the eggs all mixed up. Then I'm gonna add my sausage. Maple sausage. Turn the heat down. And just let it finish cooking. About those eggs finish cooking, I'm gonna add some more of my honey and barbecue seasoning. And some more Cavenders. I'll give it another 25-30 seconds, and then I'm going to turn it off and put it on a plate and chow down. All right, we are all done. Set the saute pan on the burner, let it cool off, and that is what we have. Sausage, hash browns, and eggs with garlic basil butter, Cavenders, and honey barbecue seasoning. Time to chow down. Alright guys, dinner was amazing, and then after that I crashed for the night. Slept in my new Coleman sleeping bag and woke up the next morning, and this is what I saw. Beautiful morning out here. Got my boat in the water. Getting ready to do some fishing. This was my humble abode for the night. Tent. This is where I made dinner last night. Time to get on the water and see if we can catch some fish. You ready? I'm ready. Alright guys, air temp 59 degrees, water temp 65 degrees. 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's get some fish. All right, so it's pretty dark out here. Calm, very calm. A little bit of wind, bugs, overcast. I'm just gonna run out there and see if I can find some topwater fish and maybe some jigfish. I caught 2 on the crank when I launched the boat. Okay, so apparently my SD card was full, so I'm gonna get out there on the water and stop talking and see if I can catch some fish. Let's do it. All right, guys, first one of the day on some top water. Dinky, dinky, dinky. Tiny little fish. Tiny little fish. Were these fish hungry or what? Look how big the bait is to the fish. Insanity. Dinkaroo. But hey, a fish is a fish, right? Right. Let's see if we can catch some more, guys. There we go, there's another dinkaroo. Dinkaroo, dinkaroo. And I have some friends here this morning. Hey guys. The crazy thing about these swans is they're actually pretty chill. They weren't at all intimidated by me, my rod, my bait, or my boat. However, one time they actually did chase my bait when I was on the dock. They came around looking for food, and of course the last thing that they want to eat is a fishing lure. So I continue my trip and run into the neighborhood beaver. The beaver has been hard at work, and he just thumped his tail at me. The water is 65. There's leaves and pine needles everywhere, so it makes throwing this proper a little bit difficult. Oh, what a huge blow up. I hope y'all saw that. That was awesome. Man, what a blow up. There's usually quite a few fish hanging out in this mouth. So, that's why I'm over here. There's one. It's the biggest one of the day. So they are digging the top water. Man, this one should be a lot bigger than it is. It is skinny mini. Skinny mini. All right. Give a few more casts, and then we're going to work our way around the point. Should be, but I got leaves and pine needles on my bait, so not working so well. We got a couple more casts. That looks like a good spot. Almost lost it in the trees. Throwing this 7.6 rod can prove to be a bit of a challenge at times with one hand in tight spaces. Nothing with size, just fish looking for a meal. So we're gonna keep on moving. Guys, I got a better fish. Just throwing in a random spot. Barely hooked. Man. Pretty fish. Mm-hmm. I like it. So Gonna put them in the well. Sweet. Just casting parallel with the shore, kind of. Just running it back. Giving it a little twitch here and there. And just throwing it right there in the wind, in the current. Better fish. Just had a huge blow up. Huge blow up. Top water in November. Does it get any better? Alright guys, so I kind of had a feeling that with as low as the water level was, it was going to be a grind. I've been fishing out here for 2 hours, and I've caught like 5 fish, 4 on the whopper plopper. No, actually all of them on the whopper plopper. So I'm gonna show you what I got, and then we're gonna let her go as long as it chills out, which it's not gonna. I do not need this camera getting soaked. So I'm going to get the fish in my hand and then turn the camera back on. All right, it ain't no giant, but a decent fish. So we're gonna let her go. The point of this whole trip was I wanted to camp out and have a good meal, which I'm gonna go cook some breakfast right now, and just have a good time. I have a feeling that the rain is coming in, and I wanted to get this done before the rain came, but also I wanted to get at least one night camping trip out of the way before it gets colder. Not saying that I can't go camping when it's colder, because I surely can. I just needed to do a little bit of research in figuring out how to insulate my tent. So thank you for hanging out with me today and camping, catching some fish. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you like the video. If you want to see me do more of these, make sure that you subscribe to Freshwater Massacre. You know the deal. Keep those lines wet and tight. Live long, love hard, catch fish. Peace. Whew, guys, it has been a fun 18 hours. I have had an absolute blast out here. The camping was perfect last night. Dinner was awesome. Breakfast was awesome. The sunrise was awesome. Everything was awesome. And I caught some fish. Could not have been a better day. So do me a favor and hit that like button. Guys, get out there, enjoy life, and live it while you're alive. And don't forget, 250 fresh subscriber giveaway coming up. We're 30 away. 2 Lews JC 300 reels I'm giving away. It's about $70, $80 value. So subscribe, tell someone about my channel. Okay, so apparently I have way too many outros, but I had a lot to say in this video. I really wanted to capture the essence of camping out. I was by myself, obviously, but just to get out, enjoy nature, enjoy what is around you, your surroundings. Get out and explore it and enjoy it, and try different cooking techniques when you're out there. Try different fishing techniques or whatever it may be. Just go out and experience nature, because it's so much fun and to know that you can be completely, somewhat self-sufficient when you're out there with bare essentials. So it was a lot for me, and I think that once you do it, and you do it well, you're gonna feel a lot better about yourself. You're gonna feel like you accomplished something, and I did. I got a new sleeping bag. I have a new way to cook food, a smaller, more portable way to cook food, and it was just an amazing day. So I couldn't ask for anything better. So get out there, explore nature, and have an awesome time. Love you guys. See you on the next one.